We are back, everyone, and my brother Bobby is going to be leading us in the reading today. This is Enoch chapter 107. We are the Wakened by Yahuwah Assembly. So I'm going to let brother Bobby take it away, and I'm going to mute myself right now.
I'm reading out of the Sefer Enoch chapter 107. In them I saw it written, that generation after generation shall transgress, until a righteous race shall arise, until transgression and crime perish from off the earth, until all goodness come upon it. And now, my son, go tell your son Lamech that the child which is born is the child in truth, and that there is no deception. When Methuselah heard the word of his father Enoch, who had shown him every secret thing, he returned with understanding and called the name of that child Noah, because he was to console the earth on account of all its destruction. Hallelujah.
Yes. Yeah, this even tells why Methuselah was able to name his grandson, which is interesting. Usually the mother and father name the child, but the grandfather named the child.
Didn't Naomi name Ruth's child also?
I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, I think she did.
Well, isn't that still chapter 107? Oh, that's chapter 108 on the next page. Excuse me.
Well, that's all of chapter 107. The next page would be 108.
Right, I see that now. Yeah.
So let's see. Just trying to make sure everyone got a chance to read. Yeah, I guess I'll cap off. And unless you guys have anything else to add, I was going to read chapter 108. If there's anything else, I mean, there's a lot of end time stuff in these four verses. It talks about sin will be destroyed. Shoshana, you're muted.
Absolutely.
So there was like a lot packed into those four little verses. So yeah, I think I'll start reading 108, and 108 in my version is known as the appendix to the book of Enoch. So here we go. And let me put this on share screen so everyone can see it. Let's see here. Share. Come on. There we go. All right. Another book which Enoch wrote for his son Methuselah and for those who will come after him and keep the law in the last days. What is the last days? Read Revelation. So we are in the last days right now, and you should probably read the book of Revelations and apply this verse to that time period. You who have done good shall wait for those days till an end is made of those who do evil, and an end of the strength of the transgressors. And wait indeed till transgression or sin has passed away, for their names shall be blotted out of the book of high life, and out of the set apart books, and their seed shall be destroyed forever, and their spirits shall be slain. And they shall cry and make lamentation in a place that is. They shall make lamentation in a place that is a wilderness of confusion, and in the fire they shall burn, for there is no earth there. Wilderness of confusion sounds like Babel. And I saw there what looked like an invisible cloud, for because of its depth, I could not look over, and saw a flame of fire blazing brightly, like shining mountains, circling and sweeping to and fro. And I asked one of the set-apart Malachim, who was with me, and said unto him, what is this shining? For it is not the heavens, but only the flame of a blazing fire, and the voice of weeping and crying, lamentation and strong pain. And he said unto me, this place you see, here are cast the spirits of transgressors and blasphemers, and of those who work wickedness, and of those who pervert all matters that Yahuwah has spoken through the mouth of the Nabim, the prophets, the matters that shall be. For some of them are written and inscribed above the heavens, and in order that the Malachim may read them and know that which shall befall the transgressors, and the spirits of the humble, and of those who have afflicted their bodies and been repaid by Yahuwah, and of those who have been put to shame by wicked men, who love Yahuwah, who love mighty ones, and love neither gold nor silver. Oh, okay, so it is Yahuwah. I get confused sometimes. So hallelujah scriptures, they put Elohim for Yahuwah sometimes. Who love Yahuwah and loved neither gold nor silver nor any of the pleasures which are in the world, but gave over their bodies to torture, who since they came into being did not long after earthly food, but regarded all matters as a passing breath, and lived accordingly. And Yahuwah tried them much, and their spirits were found pure, so that they should barak his name. And all the barakot destined for them I have recounted in the books, and he has assigned them their repayment, because they have been found to be such as loved the heavens more than their life in the world. And though they were trodden underfoot of wicked men, and experienced abuse and reviling from them, and were put to shame, yet they barak me. And now I will summon the spirits of the good who belong to the generation of light. I will transform those who were born in darkness, who in the flesh were not repaid, but with such honor as their trustworthiness deserved. And I will bring forth in shining light those who have loved my set-apart name. I will seat each on the throne of his honor, and they shall be resplendent for generations without number. For righteousness is the judgment of Yahuwah, for to the trustworthy he will give trustworthiness in the dwelling of upright paths. And they shall see those who were born in darkness led into darkness, while the righteous shall be resplendent, and the transgressors shall cry aloud and see them resplendent, and they indeed will go where days and seasons are prescribed for them. Ooh, that does not sound. Appointed time is prescribed for them. Oh boy. So, wow, that was a lot. I saw a lot of what Yahusha actually says to his disciples. I saw in here, basically, don't love your life. He who loves his life shall lose it. He who hates his life for my sake shall find it. So I saw like a lot of parallels to what Yahusha says in the Brit Hadashah, the New Testament, in this chapter, and that they didn't love their lives. So there was a lot of good stuff in here talking about reigning with him, that we will be,
and loving his name.
Yeah,
have to love his name.
We will appear with him in the first resurrection if we love his name. So that seems like almost similar to a prerequisite, kind of the way it's worded. It's like, and those who love my name will appear with me. So that was interesting. And
this is very well, more than interesting. It sounds like something that should be written in Revelation. And I shall bring forth in shining light those who have loved my name, my Kaddish name, and I will seat each on the throne of his honor. and they shall be resplendent for times without number. For righteousness is the judgment of Yahuwah. For to the faithful he will give faithfulness in the habitation of upright paths. And they shall see those who were born in darkness led into darkness, while the righteousness shall be resplendent. That is encouragement to be righteous, for sure.
And it shows that you can be blotted out of the book of life.
You sure can.
It says that the wicked evildoers will be blotted out. So these are people that were in it, seems like, because to be blotted out would have to mean you would have to be in it to begin with. So it could be people that have fallen away. It could be people that have claimed to believe and at some point and have went back into the mud, so to say. Or people that just were originally written in the book of life. Or we know that originally he gives his free gift to everyone, but if people don't accept it, they can be blotted out. So, I mean, there's many different aspects to why these people are being blotted out. Probably has a lot to do with sin and, not keeping his commandments. I think some of them were actually believers, though, if they're being blotted out. And it says sin will be passed away. So this is definitely talking about the end. This is I think it's even talking about the lake of fire, Gehenna here. It talks about a blazing fire, a place where the spirits of the wicked are tortured. And so, yeah. And there was a little bit referring to our resurrected bodies, too, I noticed. He was talking about in their mortal life, they were not repaid for their righteousness, but they, referring to they will shine. I think he was talking about like the incorruption putting on the corruption putting on incorruption. He says, I think it's in verse 11 here, transform those who were born in darkness, who in the flesh were not repaid with such honor as their trustworthiness deserved. So, meaning they were born in corruptible, fleshy bodies, but I will repay them, and they will be shining. They will be transformed. So, yeah, that's a good way to end the book of Enoch.
Mm-hmm.
This is encouragement for people that, they constantly people think to themselves, why do the wicked prosper? Well, they're not prospering in the end. Anyone else got anything to add? Dennis, Sally, you guys are unmuted.
Not right now.
Okay. Bobby, Kristen, or anyone else? I think this is a great note to end this with and remind everyone this is our repayment for trusting in Yahuwah and Yahusha and obeying them. This is our, the free gift. Even though it can't be earned, this is the free gift that we ultimately will shed our corruptible, fleshy bodies that we're in right now, and we'll be living eternally with the Father and the Son, and be in paradise as it was in the beginning. So if anyone is still struggling, still struggling internally, spiritually, and doesn't know whether they want to make the leap of trust, of belief, well, I think this last chapter should definitely put you towards accepting Yahusha. This should make you want to accept the Father's free gift of salvation because of what the ultimate, gift is and reward in a way, because we are, we will be living forever instead of the false basora of transhumanism where you're not really living forever. Your consciousness is being transferred into metal. So I would really hope today that this would give you encouragement to accept the scriptures, accept Yahushua Messiah, to accept the free gift of salvation that can only come from the Father and nowhere else. So I pray that today, and I hope that today that you would read John 16 and you would accept Yahushua as your personal Savior, so you can become one of our brothers or sisters, and you could be grafted into the family of Yahuwah, which is Yashra'al, or commonly in modern times known as Israel. But the correct term is actually Yashra'al from the Hebrew. And so once you accept Yahushua, and actually want to obey him, because he will cause you to want to obey him when you surrender your life to him, at that point, you have become part of the household of the Father. So I just pray that. And this is just Brother Doug saying thank you for joining us. And one more time, my brothers and sisters, want to say anything to the viewers, maybe any message to them?
Well, we've kind of been blabbing all over the place. And, I apologize for all that, and maybe you found something that we said useful, hopefully.
Yeah.
And we'll take it to heart.
Yeah. Yeah. I apologize for that, but that happens a lot when you got so many ideas going through your head, and I have a tendency to go on rabbit trails, unfortunately. So
I think we all do.
So, but thank you for joining us. And if you are new to this stuff and you like the studies we do and you're interested in getting to the scriptures and this your interest, if you would like to, if you feel led to, like and subscribe. If not, that's okay. But also, I would like for you, if you are already a believer in Yahushua and you're looking for physical fellowship, or you're looking for a group to fellowship with, at least, via the internet, and stuff like that. Please reach out to us. We are the Awakened by Yahuwah Assembly in Yahusha. You can find our group page on Facebook. You can find each and every one of us practically on Facebook, most of us, me, my brother Bobby, my sister Kristen's on Facebook, my sister Shoshana is on Facebook. So please reach out to us if you have no fellowship in any way. So I would just like to put the olive branch out there as an invitation for whoever doesn't have fellowship.
Absolutely.
I guess that's it. Thank you for joining us. And this is Brother Doug for Awakened by Yahuwah signing off. My sister Shoshana, my sister Sally, my brother Dennis, my sister Kristen, my brother Bobby. Shabbat Shalom and happy Yom Kippurim.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.